it was over in turn 1, similar to Sage. But just like Sage, never give up. And that's why he's on that front row. And there it is, the trio. Andreas Backerud sitting in that second row.
Yeah, Backerud's on the outside. That's not a bad place to be, and I suspect that he'll stay on the outside to try to hold the inside line and play tail gunner either for Travis or Scott on the inside there, and that will keep the Hansons on the outside into turn 2.
And here's our Nitro Rallycross final grid. On that front row, Scott Speed and Travis Pastrana. Second row, Kevin Hansen, Andreas Backerud. Third row, you got the Canadian Cowboy, Steve Arpin, who got second place in Utah. Can he podium again? Right next to him, Tim Hansen, Fraser McConnell from Jamaica, Tanner Faust next to him. And on that final row, Robin Larson and Oliver Eriksson. A couple Swedes bringing up the rear. Well, here we go, Andrew. Call the action. Woo! You ready? Are you ready to send it? Nitro Rallycross.
Here we go then, round 2, final time, 10 cars, 6,000 horsepower. There can only be one winner. Is it going to be a Subaru podium lockout? Can the Hansons continue their domination of Nitro Rallycross? Speed with a better start, Pastrana backward, 2 backward, shuts the door, and Kevin Hansen immediately tries on the inside line. Kevin going to run it wide. 2 Subarus go super sideways. I think it's in Pastrana maybe that's gone backwards. So backwards tries to do it, but Kevin Hansen has managed to get on the inside line. We can't see it. Hansen, I think, in P2. It is. Kevin Hansen has made it up into second place. It's Scott Speed, though, who leads as they exit the hairpin. Oh,
we got
the wall.
Oh, wow.
Backward hit the wall with the front right of the Subaru.
Oh, my goodness. How did he keep it upright? I mean, that was amazing. I mean, I was surprised that they made it through turn 1, to be honest.
Speed on the inside line. Pastrana is in P3 at the minute. Kevin Hansen flies the jump super long in P2. Look at this. You've got Fraser McConnell on the right, Ollie Eriksson on the left. Just in front of them is backwards. Somehow that car's in one piece. He's on the tail of Arpin. Looks up the inside. Takes Steve Arpin. Timmy Hansen is up there. Arpin gets pushed wide. Who's going to go Joker? I can't believe nobody did.
Nobody took the Joker. Scott Speed, he's up front. He's got the clean air. One lap down. Can Scott Speed get on the podium and get a Subaru for the first time this year?
Or can Kevin Hansen spoil the party, Jared? He's in there in the Peugeot. The Hansons have won every round of Nitro Rallycross so far. Speed will be desperate. Pastrana coming in hot in the background. Pitches the Subaru round into a big slide. Great performance by them.
They can definitely tag team here on Kevin Hansen. Like you said, Hansen has been on the podium every single Nitro Rallycross round. Look at this. Travis Pastrana taking that inside line.
Pastrana went for the low line. Pastrana up the inside, and Kevin Hansen going to get this done. Scott Speed checking up Kevin Hansen. Pastrana going to get to B2 here. Kevin's got the inside line over the jump. Waiting for the long right hander now. If Pastrana can hold on around the outside, he could be inside for the hairpin at the top of the hill.
Oh,
he's got it done.
Like
Pastrana's got it done.
Gets the pass. Scott Speed, Pastrana 1-2 with Hansen sitting in third. Absolute well done by the 199 to get that number 2 spot.
That was set up. Jared Crook so far back. When you said he'd gone on the alternate line, he held that alternate line the whole way over the jump to the inside line. Is he going to try and pull a similar move? This is the move he did earlier on his own teammate.
And there are no team orders. Travis told us that earlier. All Subaru wants to see is a Subaru on the podium. If it's 1 and 2, if it ended right now, they'd be absolutely elated. And guess what? Travis really wants to beat Hansen. And look at it. Here we go.
Speed's gone on the alternate line this time. In the background, that's Timmy Hansen, who's coming in to join his brother Kevin Hansen backwards in P5 at the minute. Subaru sweeping through high and low on the line. The sun visors come completely off Pastrana's car. That could hinder him. The sun's pretty low now, but at the minute he's in P2 and he's hoping to chase his team out. Only Larson and Faust have jokered so far.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's taking the Joker. Looks like Andreas Backerud, a little smoke coming off his vehicle there as he makes that turn. Looks like shaving a little bit of tires. Still, no Joker. Like, oh.
Timmy in the background. Timmy Hansen goes Joker. That releases Backerud. Backerud could maybe hold him up for Subaru. Really, it's about this front 3. There's a bigger gap between them. After Backerud clipped the wall, there's just a bigger gap for these guys.
So Scott Speed still out front, and just behind him, Travis Pastrana, his Subaru teammate. And now Kevin Hansen looks like he's falling back a little bit.
Pastrana's looking really good here. Speed now goes to the inside line again. This is where Travis got it done. I wonder if Speed's going to stay low. Maybe Scott saw the move from Travis and he's thinking, I'm not opening the door for that. They swap lines. Yes, Speed goes high, Pastrana goes low. Yep. Pastrana going to come up alongside Speed. Not quite close enough.
Not quite. I'll tell you what, Kevin Hansen, he's losing ground, surprisingly. I mean, Hansen, you know, again, talking about the Hansens winning 2018-19, just last round in Utah, but Scott Speed looking very dominant. And there, Pastrana taking that Yokohama Tire Joker lap. He loses position, but he gets it out of the way, and he's got 2 laps left to go.
Hard to see from that angle, Jared. Wasn't sure it was the best Joker. He looked a little bit deep on the brakes and maybe had to wait for the car to turn in, not to run into the K-rail. Speed just on a slight angle up and over the crest. So Travis now has got to chase down Kevin Hansen. Scott Speed is out front. How far back is Kevin? What's the gap at the minute? It says around what? And Travis is already onto the back of Kevin.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable move here. Let's see if he can hold that line. Because look at Hansen and Pastrana. They are about a half a second off of each other. So I think that was really smart of Pastrana to get that Joker lap out of the way. But Scott Speed, he still has to hit it. I have to assume he's going to take it on that final lap.
If I were Travis, I might have waited one more lap just to apply a bit of pressure to Scott, you know, just to be in his mirrors. Now he's coming up behind Kevin. If Kevin doesn't go Joker here, Travis has responded. Sorry, Scott's responded to Scott Speed goes this for the win. Travis Pastrana coming out. Can't quite get past. There's a lap to go, so they're still going to race to the line. I thought he might just get in front there, and that would have given him the pole position, if you like, for the win, but it's so close between them.
2.5 seconds between Speed and Kevin Hansen. The only threat to not have Subaru with that 1 and 2. This is a huge success for this Subaru team after just a crazy, turn of events. Pastrana, Baccaroot, and of course Scott Speed. And look at this. They're wheel to wheel. It's going to come down to this. This is bragging rights.
It's super close between them. Speed's got that inside line. Travis going to stay high this time. Last time they switched it up. I think he's got enough to hold on. Timmy Hansen, Kevin Hansen have gone in the background. McCollum's the only driver who hasn't jokered.
Big airing out of Travis Pastrana. Here goes Scott Speed, currently in the lead. Both of them hit the Yokohama Tire Joker lap. It's going to be Subaru 1 and 2. The blue crew is making it to the finish. There's Scott Speed coming across. Travis Pastrana in second. Blue Subaru 1 and 2. Well done with Kevin Hansen coming in third and Timmy Hansen in fourth. Hansen did not win a Nitro Rallycross round.
And a Subaru did. So that's finally for Subaru. They've been desperate to get the big win in this series. Scott Speed takes his first Nitro Rallycross win. His teammate Travis Pastrana right behind him. It was a fierce rivalry between them. What a great way to end the weekend here at ERX.
Wow, absolutely well done. And everybody said it. The Hansens, the Subarus are familiar with this track. They did testing here. The cars are developed. Travis Pastrana gives so much accolades to that of Scott Speed. Rightfully so, he gets the win. I don't know how they made it through turn 1 without any carnage.
Baccaroot tried to shut the door on Kevin Hansen, but he hadn't quite edged him enough off the line, Jared. If he'd been another half car in front, he could maybe have squeezed Kevin out. Kevin held on, and it was P2 here. The really good move in this was Travis on Kevin. It was a pass on track pole position, which was lined up for so much earlier. So this is Pastrana and Kevin on the run up. So Timmy Hansen outside. Look, Timmy's up into P3 almost at this point. Baccaroot is in second place here. So Baccaroot, so Travis has dropped back to P5 at this point. Look, now
Wow.
watch Andreas Baccaroot. He hits the wall there.
And then it kicks him over to the
And
berm.
in fact, so
I'm
Timmy
surprised.
followed him in, Jared.
Yeah.
He followed, you're blindsided. When you're that close, he's followed Andreas in. They both hit the wall. So this is Kevin, Pastrana on the inside, and they go side by side over the jump. The key to this is Kevin's got the inside line for the next corner, but Travis just holds on until the hairpin.
And Scott kind of held him up. Not by design, not malicious, but that's racing. That's strategy.
It wouldn't surprise me, and that's no problem if it did,
No.
because, again, it's within the rules. But
That's
to
strategy.
be fair, I mean, look at this. Travis is now going to come around the outside line and holds on for the inside of the hairpin. It really was a great... I'll tell you what, he nearly got Scott.
Look at that. And that's where Travis made the move and just really solidified it, and then he did not look back, taking out Kevin Hansen.
I love these slow-mos. Look at the rotation on Timmy Hansen there in P4, just to see the car moving around underneath them. Fantastic driving on what is a brilliant circuit. We hoped that the high line, low line stuff would work. It has. Yeah, this pass was lined up 3-4 corners half a lap ago. It's been great.
Just overall, a great weekend overall with the next cars, side-by-sides, and, of course, supercars. Like you said, 6,000 horsepower out there on track. And Scott Speed lives up to his name. He is the fastest out here this weekend at ERX, and I think ERX has proved to just be a phenomenal track. From yesterday, it was really wet, and we never look back as well, just like Scott Speed.
Pastrana followed him home. Yeah, he was never going to do anything reckless on the last lap. If it had been anyone else, maybe he could have tried something. Look how hard he was trying here. So close to the back of Scott Speed, but Speed, really, really tactical masterclass this weekend. Popular or not, doesn't make any difference. He knew what they needed to do to lock out the front row. It paid off. But for me, the drive of the day is actually Pastrana, dropping to 5th and fighting his way back to P2. Really impressive.
And Sage Karam,
Yes, in NRX Next. Yeah, absolutely amazing by him. If you haven't seen that, go and find it.
Yeah, exactly.
Insane.
Great effort by all the drivers, and